Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. Apologize for the long break in between races. It's been a bit of a week for me in terms of iRacing. I have really struggled to drive the way that I want to. I've struggled a ton with things that I thought I had not perfected but better at than what I've been this week. And it's really definitely messed with me quite a bit. So took a few days off to kind of cool down, reset, regroup, and then some time to kind of just evaluate my entire situation all over. Um, was originally not planning on running any Talladega races at all because of how bad this obviously can be. Decided to get something in that would be relatively easy, that wouldn't require any practice to show you guys, and something that I could kind of spend some time talking through everything with as well. Because there's going to be some changes for me with iRacing going forward. So we are in the B-Class Fixed Series here at Talladega. 10 car, 26 cars in this race. Chose not to qualify. Just going to ride around in the back for most of the race and then try to work my way up towards the front, probably the last 8 laps or so, give or take. So in 18th for starting, so not quite as far to the back as I wanted to be, but not terrible. Plan is just to ride around as far to the back as I can while still maintaining connection with the main pack, so that whenever, if it does by some miracle go green the entire way, I can try to make some moves toward the front and not be so far off that I can't do anything. Expecting to get wrecked at any point in time in this race and not come out of it cleanly, so it's gonna have to do what I can. But yeah, I'm just gonna talk through stuff probably the whole race. I'll commentate a little bit on what's going on, but yeah. So with me having a ton of driving issues, I mean, obviously, compared to where I started the channel at, I am probably a better driver, but I feel like I've kind of hit a point where I've stalled out and just kind of keep cycling back and forth. You know, not really getting any better. Obviously, some of it's due to bad luck. A lot of it's due to me putting myself in positions that I wouldn't need to be, or not having as much pace on a track that I would want to. So going to step back from as many official races as I was doing and really focus on working at a couple series and a couple cars and really trying to master them and not just improve from where I was, but you know, I've always had these elite goals in my mind that I wanted to get to, and that's what I want to try to get the car to. So see, I will get back to that once we get rolling here. I'm gonna see when the leaders decide to take off. I'm gonna wait for the green flag if we're gonna roll sooner.
Go, nail it.
We are off and rolling. Just gonna sit here behind the 4, get up through the gears, kind of evaluate what everybody's gonna do, and then kind of go from there. 4 ducks to the bottom. I don't know. The outside always seems to be faster, but the bottom probably is not a bad spot to be. So I have the inside of the track to dodge wrecks if I need to. The 5's kind of blinking, no sure what's going on. He goes all the way to the apron. We got a couple blinkers up front too. It's kind of getting up through the gears. We got the 22 getting shuffled to the outside. The 6 dove to his inside. Inside line is there. We'll see the 22 cuts down in front, which I fully expect to. He's going to stay high. Not sure if he's trying to go to the back or what, but just sit behind him. I guess maybe if this outside line goes to the front, then we'll work our way towards the front, but just going to sit here and ride behind the 22 for right now. Thankfully, Talladega is a little bit wider than Daytona, so if something does happen in the middle or the bottom side, you can try to get up and avoid it, but it's still you're along for the ride when you're on the outside. Just gonna work, not gonna do any kind of bump drafting or anything. We got the 11 who's getting shuffled to the outside. This 15's just in front of him. They both got shuffled out, so just gonna sit here in the middle trying to get by both of them. I don't know, everybody's all over. I don't like the looks of this, but I don't know, I guess we kind of committed to it. 22 just seems to be all over the place right now. And I think it's all on him, not on, you know, it's not like I'm giving him a shove or anybody around's bouncing over. He just seems to be a little bit more, but the one up front, 24 as well, seemed to be a bit, I don't know, I don't know why pack racing is so hard for some people. They seem to be a bit all over, and that makes for scary situations. So, hey, we completed 2 laps at least without any incident points or any wrecks, so I probably just jinxed myself, but hey, you know, it is what it is. And running somewhere inside the top 10, so hey. But yeah, so gonna step back, run some less official races. I feel like with as many as I was running in as many different series, even though some were kind of similar, I was kind of stunting my growth a little bit. And I think it's better for me to not post as many races, and I know that's going to sacrifice stuff for you guys. I know everybody likes watching races pretty frequently, and that may hurt the growth of the channel, I don't know. But I think in the long run, I'm going to be able to reach my iRacing goals faster, which means I'll be able to get you guys even better races where I'm more competitive, I get to higher splits, I'm even faster in those. You know, we're contending with all the big boys that I really want to be able to race with and beat. So I think I took a little bit of time to kind of do. I worked on one series a little bit, worked with some telemetry, worked with some self-analysis to really figure out areas that I'm lacking in. Some I kind of had an idea of, other ones were a bit of an eye-opening for things that I was doing wrong. So gonna spend some time each week to really focus on what's going on. A little bit of a moment there behind between the 11 and the 13. 13, I don't know if he got a shove by the 11 and got loose, or if he just got loose on his own, but bit of a moment there. So thankfully that happened behind me and not in front. 22 goes to the bottom. I'm just gonna get to the high side. I don't know, maybe that was the right move. The 6 is stalled out, but I'm just gonna stay up here for now, although I'm not liking the 13 behind. But yeah, so focus on doing a lot of practice. Probably gonna pick just 2 or 3 series a week. Probably a mix between, 1 oval, 1 road, or 2 oval, 1 road, something. I don't know. It may not always be the same series every week based on whatever tracks are running each week, but for sure late model open is going to be one that I'm going to continue with. But we're going to spend the entire week, or as long as it takes me, trying to master whatever I want to learn that week and hit a certain level of improvement for that series before I go out to run an official race, and not just be able to do it, but be able to do it every single time until I don't get it wrong. And if I don't get it done that week and I don't run in a race, then that's just what it is. I think the learning is far more important than the racing right now. I'm not setting any kind of time frame on how long this is going to last, what I need to reach. It's not going to be based on iRating or anything like that. So it could take me the rest of the season. It could take me 6 months, 12 months. I don't really know how long it's going to last. I'm not really kind of setting any time frames, so that way I don't feel any pressure that way, because I will set enough pressure on myself. I'm an incredibly competitive person. If you haven't noticed, I'm a big perfectionist. I'm always trying to run at my absolute best and make that absolute best better. So it's going to be a bit of a change for a little while. I think it's in the long term going to be a more positive change personally. So yeah, it's pretty easy to talk about while I'm just, sitting here watching everybody shake all over the place. I'm doing it a bit of myself, but just riding here, third in line on the outside line. 6s seem to pick up a little bit of pace. I got the 13 right behind. He's blinking a bit, so I don't know. Nervous times, but I just have to trust everybody else, I guess. I got no way to the bottom. I think the bottom line might be slightly faster if the 21 can keep it, or the outside lane can be slightly faster if the 21 can keep it going. 6 seems to be pretty stable. It's the 21 that I think is a bit all over. So, like I said, I'm not set on pushing anybody, and I don't mind every once in a while getting my nose out a little bit to try to get some cooler air over it, keep myself in this as long as possible. I was originally planning on dropping the back, but we just started going in the front, so decided to do this and try to stay ahead of as much as I can. But yeah, so hopefully it won't take as long as I'm, expecting, but hopefully I can also really see some big improvements and get you guys some even better races. I've felt like my lack of speed, or quality of speed in racing the last few weeks has been pretty bad, and it's been something that I even, regardless of what you guys think, it's something I personally been embarrassed by for myself. So, really want to work on that, improve that, and get past this brick wall that I feel like I've been up against, break through that, and get a lot better. little bit of a moment there between the 8 and the 6. 24 is kind of, can't tell if he's on his bumper pushing him or if he's just back and forth all over him. Don't really want to shove it 3 wide, but I kind of want to get back to 21. I don't know if I can push the 6 far enough ahead to clear the 21. 21's just been all over. I've not liked his look at all. Alright, we got him shuffled back, so feel much more confident riding behind the 6 as long as he doesn't make contact with the 8. 8 doesn't seem to be holding the yellow line perfectly, but I feel a little bit better with this current situation. And the 22 on the bottom side got shuffled out. You saw him go low on the apron last time out of turn 2, so a lot of the people I've been worried about were kind of getting out of the way, so feeling a little bit better about the situation. Don't have any telemetry up, and move the black box back down to the lower left-hand corner. I'm not really worried about steering inputs or anything in this one. Throttle inputs, you will see that out of me for a little while, just kind of somewhere on the dash, so I can keep a close eye on myself, making sure I do whatever I learned in practice and what I want to perfect. Give me a good heads up without distracting me from the rest of the view out of the windshield. But this one is just all about riding with whoever and kind of avoiding stuff. A little bit of contact between the 8 and the 6. 8 just drifted all the way up. So there's no real change you can do in speed or anything like that. So not really worried about clouding that at all. I've got the, I don't know, somebody's to the outside. I don't know who. I keep hearing 3 wide. Just gonna hold it here. 6 doesn't seem to be too affected by that. I know he has a little bit of left front damage, but it doesn't seem to be hurting him too bad. Get a little wiggly there. Just trying to clear the 8 if we can. Guaranteeing if I can get the... Oh, I get turned. I don't know who turned me. But that's going to be the end of the race. That's Talladega for you.
We're under caution.
I think we've got some smoke. I can't tell. I don't know. We'll have to look at the replay and see who turned me. I thought somebody turned me, but I don't know.
Well, that was fun, I guess.
Just in the chat to see if anybody calls it out. Car doesn't seem to be horrific, but it's definitely got some damage. We're going to the back. I guess barely through a third of the race. I think we're actually going to put fuel in just so that way I can, I don't know. Everybody's checking up hard. I don't know why. I'm not really sure what's going on here. I don't think we're that close to the front, so I don't know why everybody's staying behind the pace car. I think we should be getting around them, but I guess we'll find out when we cycle around. I'm definitely going to be coming in for tires and damage repairs. So yeah, this was kind of what I expected out of Talladega. We'll check the replay afterwards and see what happened. I didn't think I drifted into somebody. I don't know, I was a bit all over, but then just got turned, so I'm going to cycle around. I know these guys are going to be going on the pit road. I'm going to see if I can get by them and if I'm supposed to be ahead of the pace car or not. I guess we're supposed to be behind the pace car, so I don't know, maybe everybody front. A lot of people on pit road. That doesn't matter, we're just going to get by. I think I'm supposed to sit behind the 17. I'm supposed to get the 4 by. I don't even know where the 4 is. I think he's on pit road. 2 to green already. Nice. So we're going to be left with no time to fix damage. I definitely should have gone on the pit road.
Pace car is out. Pits are closed.
That whole thing jacked it all up, but yeah, that sucked. I think we're going to be way down on power, most likely, but it's just going to be tires and damage. As much damage as I can get. I can't even get damage because we're on 2 to go, so yeah, I'm going to look like an idiot now. We're going to be falling to the back. Okay, so apparently I came down. I don't know. I didn't realize I did that, but that must be on me. I'll deal with them afterwards. Deal with them afterwards and send an apology. I don't know. I'm not sure who that was I came down across. It's probably my fault. I'm the 13. I don't know. We'll just take a look and see. I apologize to whoever I got into. If you're watching this after the fact, I will gladly take a look at it if he doesn't get disconnect and apologize afterwards if it was on me. And yeah, I don't know. It's what it is. I'm also tired of people complaining like that. I don't know. I mean, maybe I'm too nice and too passive, but just I've seen an uptick a lot lately in messages like that, and I'm really kind of tired of it personally. Even if it's deserved, it's just, I don't know what it gains anybody, and it's getting old. I could see myself, if it gets worse and continues on, I could see myself easily ditching iRacing at some point. I think we might come in just to grab a quick few seconds of damage repair, go to the back, and then try to work my way back up if I'm actually on pace, because we still got plenty of time. And I think I should be able to catch back up to the field.
55 miles per hour. Box in 980 feet.
Oh,
Box
oops.
in 5.
Didn't realize the pits were closed,
4,
so
3,
black flag, we're gonna go
2,
to the back
1.
anyways, but
Box now.
it's no big deal. 2 minutes optional, we're gonna get probably, I don't know, 30 seconds of it, give or take. Hopefully this is just an end of the line penalty and not a stop and hold or something. I don't know, we'll see. Looks like we won't be finishing dead last. I feel bad if I caused that wreck. I don't know. It was hard to gauge, I guess. I get like 5 more seconds of damage fixed. Get back out there. I don't even know if it's going to make that big of a difference. I'm sure we're down on power quite a bit. Looks like 2 is kind of doing the same thing as me. Hopefully he can get going. See if the black flag clears itself once the green goes. Probably won't. It's probably a stop and hold or a pass through. But we're probably gonna be off the pace anyway, so it doesn't matter. I feel like I'm already quite a bit down on power. Should be able to get back up to the back of the field though. They're only going into turn 3, you can see. Guess I was the one that everybody needed to be worried about, not anybody else. So yeah, not the best look to show you guys, I suppose, but we'll just happen to see what, I don't know what it's gonna look like afterwards. Maybe I apparently drifted up that much to leave it open. I don't know, I hate superspeedway racing. I don't feel like I normally make that many mistakes, but apparently I did this time, so. Have to see what happens with the black flag this time. Hopefully it goes away, but I doubt it. Unfortunately, I can't serve it until the green drops. It's not like I could come in now and serve it. Just gonna get ready to go, try to hang with the backpack. Hopefully it clears itself. Hold for 40 seconds, nice. Yep, that's gonna end the race even more than it already was. I kinda wanna hang with everybody just to see if I'm even in the same realm in terms of power. Doesn't look like it. Looks like I'm pretty far off the pace, so unchecked tires, unchecked fuel, we'll get that served, and I don't know if we'll fix any damage or not. Seems like they're all pulling away. 25 looks like he's off the pace, but everybody else is just gone. I've got no power.
The gap behind is now 19 seconds.
13's back on the track, so 26 cars will be 21st, if not 22nd. Dude's going back into pits. I'm going to serve it in a couple laps just because I want to be able to get to lap 15 for sure, or lap 16 for sure, and have a guaranteed 50% of the race completed, so this counts towards participation credits. And then I will deal with going into pits there. May just serve the rest of the damage and however many laps it puts me down because I'm already going to be at least a lap down, and I'll be well off the draft since I already am. And yeah, maybe we'll get lucky, we'll get a caution and be the first one a lap down, although I think the 2 is probably going to take that from us, which is fine.
One car coming in.
The gap in front has increased to 4.2
I think the engine might be blowing up. Oil pressure seems to be dropping a little bit. I don't know, we're just going to go serve it now and hope that we can try to get some internal damage fixed, although we're about to get a speeding on pit road. Nope, I got it under. Alright, thought I missed it a little bit.
Box in 980 feet.
Just stupid mistakes today.
5, 4,
That's kind of how things have been going for
2,
me.
1. Box now.
So we're gonna sit and get the penalty served, and then, I don't know, we'll see how much damage I fix. Shut the car off. But yeah, this is a good way to explain why I am doing what I'm doing. Just, there's so many things that I don't feel like I've learned fast enough that I need to, that'll take me to the next level, as well as, you know, I've just made countless number of dumb mistakes that I really got to clean up, so it's going to be a lot of time looking at past races, going out probably doing some AI running and just, you know, getting comfortable running around people doing the right thing, all sorts of stuff, and trying to improve it as much as I can, and hopefully come back a little bit better. So we are not the first car lap down, so I think I'm just gonna stay out and or stay in and fix the rest of the damage, and we'll probably be 3 laps down by the end of it. But motor felt like it was going south, so might as well fix it. It's an I rating loss anyways and safety rating loss, so why not? It's not gonna be much of a difference in all honesty. So feel bad. Hopefully you guys are still watching this so you can hear what's gonna go on. Like I said, I'm not sure if the oval series are gonna be. It's gonna be late model open for sure. I don't know if it's gonna be another short track one, and I'm gonna focus on short track at the same time, or if it's gonna be like be fixed or ARCA to kind of work on a NASCAR one as well. I'm not really sure what the mix is going to be yet, but we'll, you know, I don't know if it's going to be like I'll run a race to start the week or, you know, the first race of the week, whatever, not record that and then record a second one so that I make sure that I actually do things the way that I want, or if it's just going to show you guys the first attempt and that's what it's going to be. I'm not really sure how I'm going to do things yet from that perspective. I think I'll kind of gauge that once I actually am able to work on some of these things and perfect them a little bit better. So, just have to see
If I could get behind you,
what happens and go from there. So, this is going to be just grinding out the last, I don't know, 10 laps or whatever it's going to be.
Stay behind the white line.
Got the black flag taken care of, got as much damage as possible to be fixed.
Okay, Jake, halfway home. Fuel
Back
up
in
21st.
21st, which is where we were. I think we're 3 laps down, yeah. And the 21 is 6 laps down, so unless somehow I get wrecked, no danger of falling back any further, and obviously it was going to be tough to pick up any spots anyway, so don't mind doing that, so just ride here and I will let everybody go whenever they get to me. See if the car goes any faster. We were falling off to like 163, 164, so hopefully I fix some of the internal damage. The engine's not going to blow up and we'll make it the rest of the way, but we'll still have to keep an eye on the pressures, the temps, everything. I think we probably have 12 to go, 13 to go, something like that when we come by. Take a look at F1 and see how many laps I have left. 11 to go. Alright, cool. Just want to get this done. Motor seems to be a little bit better, just like I said, see if it falls off. But yeah, so I don't know, I mean, part of me wants to do one oval short track and one oval NASCAR series to kind of be able to balance and learn both skills, since ultimately I, you know, at the end of the day, would love to run Road to Pro at some point. I know I'm nowhere near it, which is why I really want to try to hit things hard to see if maybe I can learn everything by the time it rolls around next season and be ready to go. I think road racing is still beneficial for me to work on, even though it's going to be some form of a sports car most likely, a GT4 probably, or MX-5, I don't know, something like that. But I think that's still good for me to learn, just to try to develop that, even though the driving styles in a stock car are different compared to a sports car. A lot of the road stuff is going to transfer over, so I think it's good for me to learn that way. And I think 2 to 3 is probably a good balance for enough to keep me somewhat racing, to be able to put, you know, practice to the pavement and see what I can actually do, but it also can give me enough time in between to really try to master stuff as well. So I don't know, we'll see what it's going to be. I mean, you guys can let me know if you like the short track stuff better. If that's the case, then I will gladly do, you know, 2 short track oval series, because I enjoy it as well. If you guys like seeing the NASCAR stuff, and you like seeing the fixed more than the ARCA, or you like seeing the ARCA more, whatever, you know, I mean, you guys can leave comments and let me know. I don't want to tailor everything around the YouTube channel, but I think some of these are probably pretty close in terms of what they offer, so gladly willing to accommodate you guys as well, because I'm not completely abandoning you guys. You know, while I'm cutting down quite a bit, I'm not completely abandoning you guys, so whatever I can do to kind of find a balance. It's going to be far more heavily focused on practicing iRacing and really trying to improve, but certainly there's going to be some balance there to give you guys something still. So fortunately, 2 is going to go by us. I got no way to keep up with him. He's just much better off in power. Got 1 car going down. Looks like he's having some engine problems, so that's the 9. Hopefully we'll be able to pick up 1 spot. I guess that's, you know, maybe only worth a few iRating points, but everything I can sacrifice out of it, or salvage out of it, would be good. I think the 2's pulling away a little bit. We were right around 0.4, got a minute 0.5. I don't know. Looks like we're catching the draft a little bit. I'm not going to try to pass with them. I'm just going to, if I can actually get to the back of them, just hang with them, and the 2 of us can run together, maybe run the laps a little bit faster, finish out a little bit quicker. 2, I'm not going to try to pass you. I'll sit right behind you. I don't know if he's even got chat on. Just let him know that, you know, I'm not gonna try to do anything. Not gonna try to bump him. Just sit right with him, basically. It's picked me up a few miles per hour, so gets the race done a little bit quicker. Let's see, we got 2 more laps, I think, to go to be able to get by the 9, so I don't know how long he'll sit on pit road for. I'm guessing with the motor smoking like it was, it's probably going to be on pit road for a little while, so we're going to have the leaders coming up eventually, so I will figure out which way I want to go. That might be the point when we lose the draft to the 2, depending on where he goes and where I go, but focus on that when we get to it. So you can see them working their way through turn 2 now. Can't even tell if the 22 is going to get us as well. But yeah, hopefully it works out in the long run. I think it will. I think it's going to make me happier as well. I'm always going to be competitive and angry when stuff doesn't go right, or I, you know, make mistakes. But I think in the long run it'll be beneficial, and I think it'll get you guys some better racing. And you know, as I get things mastered, it's not like just 1 week all of a sudden I'm instantly going to take a massive step forward and be at the end goal of, you know, my driving technique. You're going to see, you know, mastering for me for being able to run a race is setting, okay, I want to work on corner entries and braking sooner, or I want to work on driving the right front easier, or whatever. You know, it's not going to be trying to perfect everything for the very first race, and it takes me 14 weeks before I finally do that. I am still going to set it in steps, so for me, you are still going to build, you know, I always wanted to create this to give you guys a chance to see somebody average trying to progress from average to slightly above average, and then above average, and then good, and then great, you know, that whole progression. So you guys will still be able to see that, and hopefully you'll be able to enjoy following along with that progress. and you know, I'll talk through some of the stuff that I'm doing. Obviously, if I find something that happens to be, you know, I think is proprietary that nobody else has figured out, then I may not share that. I probably still will, because the whole community getting better is worth it. But you guys will, you know, you'll get to see everything going on. I'll talk through it in the races, and I may start the videos a little bit sooner so that I have some time to kind of talk through whatever for that series I was working on that week, that car, you know, whatever I focused on. You know, here's what it is. Hopefully you guys see it in the race, and it may be something too that's good for me to do, so that way I can verbalize what I, you know, just reaffirm what I need to work on from a driving perspective through the race. I really feel like, yes, you know, I'm still learning setups in some of the cars, and I'm still going to be building setups for Team Goon Squad. We're still really trying to get that off the ground. Late model open is our focus right now, but, you know, it'll definitely expand. I don't feel like it's the setups. I feel like the setups far outperform me, and there is a ton of time left in them every week. I think they really can be very competitive while still being very drivable and comfortable. So, you know, certainly it's, I think the driving is where I'm lacking quite a bit, and that's going to find me a big games really take me, you know, up to the next level. So, not sure what the 2 is going to do. I'm going to jump to the high side and just get up against the wall and let them go. I think everybody seems to be contending towards the bottom. That's probably where we're going to lose the 2 and not go anywhere anymore, but no big deal. It's also, I guess, one less lap we have to do. If these guys happen to hit me, then they're just dumb. 2 looked like he just went to the apron and let everybody by, so he'll catch back up. Back's gone. Got everybody by. Shouldn't have to have anybody else that I think the 25 is too far back, being 23 laps back. Or crew chief call out, 2 laps to go, so. Managed to gain a little bit of speed, I guess. We're up to 180 when we were only running 168, something like that before, so I guess that's a good thing. But yeah, I get the white flag this time. Feel bad that I caused the only caution of the race. Sucks. Could be a race or a wreck at the end of the line, but I kind of feel really bad about that. You know, I'll take the 13's word for it. Right now, we'll certainly look at it and see what happens, but 2 looks like he's just going to ride behind me now instead of trying to get by. I don't know. It doesn't matter to me. Whatever he wants to do, as long as he doesn't wreck me. But yeah, hopefully it's a positive thing. Hopefully it's a little more enjoyable. I know for small channels, you know, beating the algorithm by posting constantly on YouTube's the way to grow it to start. He's just pushing me the wrong way. I don't know what he's doing. Whatever. Didn't think pushing was all that hard, personally. And there's a wreck right there. It's not going to put anybody down. 1 got involved. Oh, we got a big wreck up here. We're just going to jam it down so I can avoid people. I'm too far down in terms of laps to be able to get any positions off for everybody, but hey, I wasn't the only idiot, I guess. We're just gonna go drive and cross the line. Good to finish 20th. Not a good finish at all. Take a look at what happened with the 13 there. But yeah, hopefully positive things coming forward, even though the quantity is going to be lower. We're going to start really focusing on the quality over the quantity.
We're done.
And hopefully that nets some positive things. So
Well, thank you, people who did.
let's jump out.
Back in the lap.
Kind of actually want to check and see what happened with that race, that wreck right there. I don't know who just got involved in it, but we'll see what happened.
What the hell was that about, 16?
Let's focus on, I'm gonna go up to the 8. So he got the win. I don't know what happened. Follow him. I don't even know where this wreck's gonna start at. 8's falling behind the 24. Is this wreck gonna be up here, or is it gonna be further back? I think it's gonna be further back. We'll have to see. Okay, so it's further back.
17 got that, so you took out the whole crowd.
No, this was lap 30, sorry. I'm 1 lap off. So we'll go back up to the 8. or 16 maybe. I don't know. I don't know what's going on where it's at, but we'll figure it out. Just want to see what happened. Take the chat down. Probably can't hear much of it. So 19's catching the 16. I don't even know what the wreck's gonna happen here. No, the wreck happened behind. Okay, so let's get back. Let's see what happens. Alright, so 17. Let's rewind this a little bit coming off of turn 2. Down onto the backstretch. 17 is drafting behind the 15. Once to his inside, 20 gets a big run. 17 kind of leaves it open. Maybe this is going to be a similar situation to what I did. Because the 17's going to move to the right-hand side of the 15. Not much, but there is definitely a hole there that the 20 sees. 20's got a big run, so rather than lift, he's going to try to carry that momentum, and the 17 just comes right back, and he's going to get the right front of the 20, and that's going to send him across the 20's nose into the 1. 1 goes down low. So who's going to come back up? 17's going to hold it, and the 7... Let's see what the 7 did to avoid this. Because this would have only been a 2-car wreck had the 17 just locked it down. The 7 went down low to avoid it, and the 17 is just going to come right back across the track, drill the 7, send him up, across the track, into the field. And that's going to collect pretty much everybody. It's going to collect pretty much everybody. And then the 2 and I were slow enough that we just kind of putzed on by there on the outside. Yeah, that was... 17 had just locked it down and took the lumps. That probably would not have been anywhere near as bad of a wreck as it was. So I want to take a look at this one and see what happened. Running behind the 6. This was in my 4 spot. That was where the 8 made contact with the 6. I probably went too far back. Probably going to give you too much. 6 fell back a little bit from that contact. 9's on the inside. Oh, look, 2 monster cars. 24 gets shuffled out. I saw that. I called that out to you guys. Falling behind. I don't know, not as clean as I should be in terms of the line, but not horrific. Certainly a little more wobbly than the 13 was. Running behind the 6. Okay, so got a little wobbly there for some reason. Stayed up high. 6 goes way up high. Yeah, that's gonna be on me. I was locked behind the 6, and the 6 went way high, and he came back down. I thought I was clear. I didn't really see the 13 there. And then just came back down across the 13 and got him. So, hate that I did that. 13 was gone, so I'll send him a message. Like, I mean, I don't know. He was right for what he said. I wish he would have just kept it in. I don't know. I mean, it's... I hate when people call that stuff out like that. I guess it makes you feel a little bit better, but that's definitely 100% my fault. Just a stupid move. I should have... I don't know. It's 3 monitors wouldn't have helped. I should have just... If I saw point 1, I probably should have just left him go, and I might have even put in point 0, and I really missed that. Stupid move on my part, so sorry to everybody that got involved in that, but yeah, let's see how bad the damage to everything is. It's not going to be very good, but doubt the... So, only 0.05 loss in the safety rating. All of that's basically break even. I'll take that. Second out of 3 splits. Lost 53 in iRating, so down under 2400. It's no big deal. It's what it is. Not many people, as you can see from it, that happen to finish without incident points. I count 5 that started the race. So, hate that I did that to everybody. Yeah, obviously. Doesn't look very good on my perspective, but stupid mistake. Learn from it, I guess. Yeah, so hopefully try to improve. It's a big goal. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that, and feel free to leave, like I said, any feedback if you guys want to see just all short track stuff from the oval side, if you want to see a short track in a NASCAR series, if you want to see be fixed over ARCA or ARCA over be fixed, whatever. I think for me it's probably going to come down between either be fixed or ARCA. The trucks, I think I want to wait on. I think I only want to run open setup whenever I'm ready for the trucks. I've been a little unhappy with how those have run every time I tried to do it. So um, that's I guess kind of between the two NASCAR ones that I'm looking at, and I think those two would benefit me a little bit more than the trucks because if I can get there's still some momentum to them, and then if I get that done with the a little bit of the tire saving and that kind of thing, it'll translate a little bit better to learning everything when I want to transition over the truck. So sorry for that. Hopefully you guys stuck around long enough to see all this and hear everything, and hopefully positive things to show you guys coming forward. So until the next one, I hope all your laps are fast, your races are clean, and your finishes are good. Thanks for watching.